Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the third episode of the second season of Overlord. So, in the last episode, the Lizardmen. That was pretty much most of the episode. The lizard tribes, they got their declaration of war from Nazarick, and given, I believe, 8 days, and so they have to strategize about what they're going to do. The Green Claw tribe is what we were focusing on the most. That's where Zaryusu is. And that's where we learned a lot about the history of them, their backstory, about the war between the tribes and all that. So yeah, Zaryusu is going to go around to the tribes and try to form an alliance. He goes to the Red Eye tribe first. He goes to Lulu. They were getting all hot and bothered there in the tent, where he learned more about Red Eye tribe's past specifically. And then Lulu goes with him to go to the Dragon Tusk tribe to try to get their help next. And they're the war-loving ones. And I think they were the ones that absorbed the other debunked tribes, so that might be a little bit harder than the Red Eye tribe, but only to know for sure as to get into it, so let's do that. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, it's really cool mount, I forgot about that. So yeah, they clearly value power above all else. They don't even bother. And he does look a lot like a dragon, so very fitting tribe name. How considerate of you. Yet. Yet is the important word there, and she did not miss that. She's pretty good, actually. Very cute for a lizard. And yeah, she might want to... I mean, never really wore much clothes to begin with. I know, right? And her tail's... her tail's just like straight up. But yes, enough talk. Time for battle. That's the way of the Dragon Tusk. Yeah, I'm sure Zaryusu, whatever his name is, can hold his own. Oh wow, doing even better than I thought. Well, until that. Oh jeez, he just straight up uses claw. Ironic that he's the one with the green claw, despite the other one being a member of the Green Claw tribe. I wouldn't have pegged him as a monk. We haven't got an opening yet. I don't know if it'll just be skipped or what. Come on, Lulu, you're not cheering loud enough. Oh, here we go. Yeah, those characters are also in the show, the Nazarick people. In case you forgot. And I'll be honest, there were a couple moments in the last episode where I briefly forgot I was watching Overlord. I thought I was watching Isekai Shokudo. Yeah, I can't help but wonder how much screen time the Lizard plotline is gonna get. Like, the Lizard side of the Lizard plotline, I should specify. I should clarify. Yeah, that shot in the opening is a bit weird, and hopefully that's not meant to be taken literally, otherwise it's very spoilery. Yeah, a lot of characters in the opening. A lot of them aren't even lizards. And penguin, yeah. Lizardmen gathering, so yeah, another Lizardmen focused episode. Yeah, that frost elemental ability. The woman looks like it was literally carved out of ice. Huh, really? Yeah, Aqua's great for that. Wow, yeah, give me some of that white stuff. You don't say. I kind of did gather that much. More cold than most swords. Yes, first we shall have drinks to celebrate this combat. I mean, alcohol should make negotiations go a little bit better. It generally does. Is he really gonna stick with that nickname? The joke was funny the first time, but... Dragon Tusk's clan, tribe. I think you want to call them clans, but they're tribes, is what they're called in the show. Yes. Well, if you knew who you were facing. Good luck. You just closing in on her. You know, the amount of screen time and focus the Lizardmen get would make a bit more sense if one of them was going to be a permanent member of Nazarick, like Zaryusu. But the show hasn't really done that before. Like, bring a new person to Nazarick. Yes, that's all she asks. Yeah, that whole scene was great when he just walks in there. He's like, "What do you want from me? Marry me." He's like, "Get a room, you two." And the people that are going to be first have the most reason to, you know, be willing to join an alliance. But yeah, the negotiations with the Dragon Tusk clan went a lot quicker than the Red Eye. It was much more fighty, much less talky, which would make sense. Pet me. Uh... uh... Just didn't find the right woman. I bet you didn't. Yeah, you have no idea how powerful their elite members are, do you? Huh, really? Oh, wow, that's a... Have fun with that. Yeah, just nod your head, that's all. So they have used up half their time. I'm almost sure it was 8 days. Yay, Nazarek! Important main characters. Oh well. What exactly were you hoping for? Like, I thought you just wanted to kill them all and resurrect them as an undead army. Speaking of, there you go. But he wanted a higher level one than the ones humans could become. But yeah, we are getting into it a little bit quicker than I thought. Lulu just seems so out of place with all those intimidating looking lizards. Though skeleton dude also looks a little bit out of place. You have my sword. uh, Lizards versus the undead. Place your bets now, folks. Of course, you know, most lizard warriors are going to be stronger than the undead, but... Slingshots. Clearly some advanced weaponry they have there. You know, I first thought that lizards were shooting the arrows, but I guess that makes more sense. Arrows would be of questionable use against skeletons. Or the commander just didn't show up. They would never mock you. Yeah, you want to keep things close to the chest as you can, for as long as you can. Man, this is turning into actually like a full-blown war, yeah. uh, I don't know why I've laughed, I just... Something about that was amusing. Oh, jeez, holy shit. Yeah, that's impressive. A little bit of magic goes a long way. Yeah, I know what you mean when you say that as the camera pans down to your intertwined tails. And her just not talking makes her so much more creepy. This better be important, goddammit. Are they really planning on trying to win that with just the undead army? Yeah. That's a good point, actually. Which means there's some kind of alternate purpose here. I do like that. I just like toss at the scroll and it just burns and activates. Of course, one theory could just be that Ainz wanted them to fight the undead army to level them up so they'll be more powerful Lizardmen undead army later on. But I don't know, I doubt that's the reason, but it is something that came to mind. That is a little bit terrifying. And the first opponent that's not cannon fodder. Well, I guess the bear probably wasn't cannon fodder. Please don't zoom in on that face. More or less. I have an idea. I was joking. Did he really say something? Oh yeah, charge. Brilliant strategy. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Is that slow moving? It'll take more than a little bit of fire to stop me. But yeah, that definitely looks painful. Jeez, that just, oh man. That poor pet. Yeah, Rororo. Hey, it worked so well before, I'll just keep shooting fireballs and hope for the best. Okay, so he does have more than one trick up his sleeve. I got this. Yeah, your resistance is quite massive. How considerate of him. Hey, at least you got an answer. But yeah, that one lizard there, he always looks so just badass and tough every time he's on screen. Man, it's great to have a girlfriend that's a priest. Okay, yeah, now you're just gonna piss him off. Spellcasting does not work too much when your opponent's that close. No, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't worry. He's spent. Come on. So, you know, it just occurred to me that I was sorry to root for the Lizardmen subconsciously. But I shouldn't do that. You know, for multiple reasons. It's amazing what one episode of getting to know people can do for you, sympathy-wise. Behind you, I would guess. Or there. Oh, why is it always the goddamn eye? Yeah, but you are not the one. You had plenty of time to back up before he started choking you, man. And well, I guess he wasn't really a skeleton, but still, surprised to see blood from that stab. Well, don't act like they're dead, because I'd be very sad if Lulu died. You have no room to talk. Just so confusing, I don't know who to root for. So I can't really be particularly happy about this victory. Though in this series, who's the good guys and who's the bad guys is very debatable. What? Is it really over? No. It was like 10 minutes. But I guess the best way to look at it is that there's no good guys in this show, really. Just different people with different objectives. Though, some are obviously nicer than others. Though I guess Stranoff you could consider a good guy, but it's not like he's a leader of a faction or anything. So that was the third episode of Overlord II. And this episode, we started off where we left off in the last episode. We had Zaryu fighting the Dragon Tusk member to get them on board with the Alliance. And it worked, and pretty much everybody has joined the Alliance now, all 5 tribes. And they established what they were going to do. And actually began the confrontation with Nazarick, their first skirmish. Of course, all Nazarick sent out was just a low-level undead army and that one Elder Lich, you know, to help out. which is kind of what drew out the, you know, elite members. And in the end, the Lizards barely won that skirmish. But they won, I guess that's what matters. But the big question with this is, what exactly was Ainz trying to achieve with that battle? He clearly wasn't trying to win, because if Ainz wanted to win that fight, he would have won that fight. He was intentionally holding a lot back, and you even had Demiurge mention, which is a good point, that they never actually put forth the name Nazarick, so there was no pride on the line there. All the lizard people knew was that somebody was after them, and because there's also the whole giving them 8 days to prepare thing, so clearly he wanted something from this. Whether he wanted to test them to see if they were worthy to become a lizard undead army for him, or he was trying to just get information on them before he, you know, did a proper assault on them. Because the one comment that Ainz made was something about, like, oh, they only brought the forces, the forces they had, something like that. So I don't know if he was expecting them to bring something else, like a alliance from some unknown faction. I don't know exactly what I was supposed to take away from that. But yes, clearly he was trying to achieve something with that. And I'm probably just not smart enough to figure it out. I'm sure other people are. But it will become obvious eventually. That much I'm sure of. And I just kind of hope we get a little bit more of, you know, Ainz and Nazarick and everything going forward. Because I feel like we've already done most of what we can do with the lizard people. Like, we got their backstory of, well, at least, you know, a couple of the tribes and the general idea of the tribes in general. And they formed their alliance and everything, so there's not really a huge amount left to do with them. I don't know, unless you want to go on like a full-on offensive against Nazarick, but I don't know. I don't see that ending too well. Yeah, one comment I do want to make before I end this off is that Lulu has the same voice actress as Aqua from Konosuba, so it's just funny that she's also a priest and, you know, healing and everything. So I do get kind of a kick out of that. In any case, if this episode zoomed on by, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, can't wait for the next one. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.